Shalom, family. It's your man Elijah. Thank you for joining me in Sectarian Wisdom. And as usual, I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Let's get it, family. All right, family. We're getting into chapter 10 today of the Terra-Infinita. I've been missing for a while. Look, just family, life happens, things happen. Got some more videos coming up. All right, chapter 10, the lands of Jupiter. This ain't a long chapter, but let's go ahead and jump in it. In this huge circular environment, we find several lands, and each of them has different ways of life. The natives of these lands identify with their birthlands and are clearly divided among themselves. There being great wars in the past between different factions of the same race. They live in almost constant internal warfare. This is due to the influence of the Anunnaki when they invaded their lands in an early age. The vast majority in those who rule today are in the center, their core, called or known as the land of Zeus. According to the history that could be gathered from this interesting world is that one of the high-ranking Anunnaki leaders lived or still lives in these lands along with the leaders of the Jupiter lands. Both the Zeus-born and the Europeans currently rule. Hold on, let's read that again. Both the Zeus-born and the Europeans currently rule and have the other part of the population, Tebe, Adraste, Alera, Amalthea, Ganymede, Callisto, Ursa, and Pandia, in constant conflict with each other, using the division to be able to continue ruling and manipulating the rest of the civilizations. Special mention from Metis. These lands are used only by the leaders, and no other being can enter without their permission. They are beings with great development in destructive weapons for attack and defense, and have almost no spiritual development. They are based on hierarchical pyramid instituted. They are based on hierarchical pyramid instituted early by the Anunnaki. It's almost like hierarchy, but hierarchical pyramid instituted. They are based on hierarchical pyramid instituted early by the Anunnaki. Pyramids are found almost everywhere in the lands of this world as a flag of clear control by this parasitic race. Contact with humans happened on the known Earths long ago, exactly 3 resets or reboots ago. They show clear hostility to almost all other races, even had several conflicts with the custodians. They studied the human being for a while, since they have large laboratories with great scientific advances for the modification and manipulation of beings. These beings are short stature in comparison, 1.40 to 1.50 meters, are known for their particular eyes and a big head. They are carnivorous and feed mostly on animals that are born on the surface of their lands. Man, that's the end of that chapter. But I'm not gonna lie, family, they sound a lot like us, similar. But then they also sound like the Greys in ways. I've seen cartoons about short people eating. This also reminds me, if you remember a show back in the day called Star, I think it was called Stardust, or it was this show back in the day where this kid was I think he was like middle school, and this alien sent this suit of armor to the Earth, and the kid was able to get into the armor. And I just remember they were really short aliens. But there's also another show. Man, there's a lot of shows in the 80s I'm thinking about, or 80s and 90s. Anyway, but yeah, there wasn't much on Jupiter. They sound interesting. I would love more information on the lands of Jupiter. Like I love I almost think about also like in the latest Superman movie, in where in the beginning of the movie it was Russell Crowe and they showed what I forget what's Superman's planet look like. I forget what was it called? Krypton. It shows what Krypton looked like. It was Russell Crowe in it, and it showed a little bit of the war. So this kind of reminds me of that too. I don't know. This comes to mind when I think about that as well. But I don't know. This would be really interesting to hear more. I'd love to see some movies. I'd love to hear more, especially about the wars and conflicts they have, and especially how they have no spiritual growth, but they've grown. They've grown a lot, scientific wise, right? And things of that nature. But that sounds a lot like us and why we're stuck in a lot of ways. But anyway, family, this one wasn't too long, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish there. There's not too much to say, but I definitely would like to find some more information, because I bet they have a very, I would say, Hollywood worthy history. A lot of action movies, a lot of just, man. Anyway, family, thank you for joining me again in Sectarian Wisdom. I'm your man Elijah, and as usual, I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. We got it, family. I'll catch you later. Be blessed.